Hey, Michael, Casey here with Brick by Brick Wealth. So I have a question for you.
Yep.
You're always wearing this hat that says Everyday Wealth Builders.
hmm
What the heck is an everyday wealth builder?
Wow. So I don't know that anybody's ever asked me that question before. So an everyday wealth builder is something I came up with probably 6 or 9 months ago, after talking with tens of thousands of people. And social media, pushes this entrepreneur, bigger is better, Lambos, Ferraris, that kind of lifestyle. And it's frankly never resonated with me. It's never, it doesn't feel like it's authentic to me. And, I think about my journey. I think about the books that meant something to me, like Millionaire Next Door, for example. And it just dawned on me that we should be pushing an idea called the everyday wealth builder. And why is it something we should push? Because I believe everyone could be a wealth builder. I think the process for building wealth is remarkably simple. It's somebody with a job, AKA ordinary income, right? You don't have to be a professional athlete. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be Pace Morby with, 2,000 units or whatever it is. You can be somebody like Casey with 9 units or Dion with 18 units or whatnot. So just a regular W-2 job. It does take consistent habits, right? You got to live below your means. You got to invest the difference. And then you got to be disciplined. You got to do it for a decade. I think we should celebrate that. I think there are so many people looking for get rich quick, the crypto craze, the lottery schemes, anything that promises kind of instant wealth gets all the press and whatnot. And I just want to make it okay to build wealth slowly. And again, I'm lucky enough to speak with people like you. I speak with 10 to 15 millionaires every week. And we all kind of did it differently, but we also did it the same, right? We all created discretionary income. In your case, you created an Etsy store. In my case, I lived on half my income. We've done it for a long time. I think you're on year 9, almost year 10. I've done it for 24 years. And it just needs to be celebrated. And I call them everyday wealth builders because it's sexy. It's simple. And I just think it needs to be celebrated more.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's fantastic you're bringing it up because social media has really ruined wealth and wealth building for many people because unfortunately we are all instant gratification wanters, right? That's how come and the advertisers know this and social media platforms, and that's why we get the likes and the dopamine hits and the rush of, oh, look at all the views, because we want now and we're not willing to wait. And I think when regular people jump onto these platforms, Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all this, and see all these millionaires, people are only sharing how they got rich. They're sharing how easy it is for them now and how they have all this free time and all this money. But no one is sharing the 10-year journey that it took to get there. And I think I did an Instagram post last week. I don't get much engagement on there right now, but it was like, it took 10 years to become an overnight success. And I think that it's not talked about enough. And I've started myself even talking about the 10-year journey and how it isn't going to be overnight. And yeah, long-term rental properties are for sure a way to get rich. It just isn't going to happen tomorrow. And I talk to so many people who want to replace their income and, what's the fastest way that they can do it? And they love to do it in 2 years. I'm like, really? Okay, what's your risk level there? Because it's going to take big risks to replace a $100,000 to $200,000 income with real estate in a handful of years. So I love Everyday Wealth Builder because it shows that it takes every day to build wealth. It is a thought process. It is a lifestyle. It is ongoing. So Michael, if people wanted to be an everyday wealth builder, what would maybe be, I know you listed a few earlier, what would maybe the top 3 characteristics that if they did these or they did these 3 things, they would be on their way to building wealth every day?
So I think step number 1 is old as time. And that is you have to live below your means, right? You have to live below your means so you can grow your means so you can do more later. That is step one, I think, of everyday wealth builder. And again, the important thing there is you can do it like Olivia and I did, where we whacked our expenses. That was quick, but you can also grow revenue, right? You can grow income. You could add more skills, get a side hustle, change jobs, right? Increasing the top line is also helpful, but you still got to live below your means. You can't have lifestyle creep, all of those things. The next thing is, I think people need to focus on becoming an elite investor at something. Right. For you and I, that was single family homes in our, in a chosen market. For others, it might be crypto or classic cars or wine or trading cards or whatever. I think there's unlimited amounts of ways that you can become an expert in something. And when you're an expert, you identify value. You identify value quickly. You buy low, you sell high. Right. I know somebody in my world who their chosen area of expertise is crazy. It's 1950s and 1960s ice hockey trading cards. I don't know that I've ever seen a 1950s and 1960s trading card, but this guy has built a 7-figure business, understanding value, going to trade shows, buying low, selling high. And again, I want people to realize whatever you're passionate about, there's a way to make money there, but become elite. This is not the time for diversification. This is not the time for 7 streams of income. It's the time to double down on what's exciting to you and what you've chosen. So there's that. Then there is, you've got to own these assets for a decade. That's your point that I think gets lost, is this wealth curve is just little increments every day that are almost or they're frankly unrecognizable. But when you look back at year 5, or you look back at year 8, or you look back at year 10, you don't realize how high you are. And that's just, it's not fun. It's certainly not sexy, but it's the only way to do it. It's get rich for sure, not get rich quick. And you brought that up earlier, right? Single family homes is is the ideal way for most people to build wealth. If you do it the right way, you could just do it with a plan, right? Move into a house, 3.5% down, live there for 2 years, move again, do that 4 or 5 times. And, pretty soon you got 4 or 5 rentals. There's just lots of ways to do this. There's so many people today that don't even get to step 0, right? I talked about step 1 being live below your means, but step 0 is you got to believe it's possible. There are so many people today that are victims or blaming others when there's no ownership. Dude, you made those choices. You got that college education. You got that student debt. You did this. You did that. And I'm not here telling you I'm perfect. I freaking bought a $50,000 or $60,000 car when I got my first job at 23. That was stupid. Dumb. Right?
That was an expensive car back then, Michael.
Yeah, it was a brand new 3000 GT, Mitsubishi 3000 GT. It was crazy fun to drive, but stupid to buy when you're 23. But again, I'm not trying to tell you I'm perfect. I'm just trying to tell you I've learned. And, again, everybody can be a wealth builder. The last thing I'll say, and this really drives me crazy about social media, is I think people believe it's sexy to say, I hate my job.
Yeah.
Where in reality, I think you have to reframe that. I think you need to say something like, you don't necessarily love your job, but your job is a purpose. It is the vehicle, I call it a key, to escape the prison of the rat race. I believe you're in a prison, and until you are free, you're in prison. And the prison is the rat race. But for most people, your job is that key. You just got to use it. You got to create a plan. You got to incrementally grow your wealth. And then one day, maybe when you're 45, like I am, you go to work and you're done by 9 a.m. because you're out of a job. It can happen. There's going to be so many people, Casey, over the next 2 years that lose their job. Shockingly, they're surprised by it. And if you've been building wealth for a decade, you probably don't care. You have options. But if you've been living paycheck to paycheck, you are screwed. So start the journey now or pay the price later.
I have a question for you, Michael. So this all sounds good, and I'm on board.
Okay.
But with anything in life, there are hurdles, and sometimes people get to these hurdles and they're not able to overcome them. So what would you say would be the biggest hurdle or obstacle in becoming a successful everyday wealth builder? And how can someone identify what that hurdle is and be prepared and able to overcome it so they don't get stuck and they don't make it to the finish line?
So I think there's a couple. So step 0 is you got to believe it's possible. Because if you don't believe it's possible, you're not even going to start the journey. So I do believe hope or knowledge that it's possible is helpful. That's why I talk to 10 or 15 different millionaires every week, because everybody has a different story. So that's the first one. If you come at this everyday wealth builder and just say it's not possible, dude, I can't help you. I mean, there's nothing I could do until you get over that roadblock. The next one is, and I see this all the time and wrote about it in my first book, I've helped people get started on this journey. And whatever it is at year 3, year 4, year 5, they're seeing just a little bit of success, but it's not meaningful. It's not life-changing. It doesn't move the needle. So they give up and they do something else, where they don't realize that I told them it was a 10-year journey, not a 3-year journey. So there's a lot of people that get uncomfortable partway through the first 5 years, which I always say the first 5 years suck, and they just give up. They don't realize that they're almost there. So they give up. And then the last thing, you've got to realize that a lot of us do this while we're in a relationship, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And you've got to make sure you're on the same page. I've seen plenty of people want to do this, but their spouse is not on board. Or worse, their spouse is almost the opposite, right? They're putting holes in the boat versus patching the holes because they're spending or they're, doing whatever it is. They're negative. So those are the first 3 that kind of pop in my head.
So I want to say this. It's getting tougher out there in the world. Things are costing more and life is going by fast. I'm in my 40s and I feel like we just had Christmas. I know we just did, but when we did, I felt like we just had it the year before. I mean, life is passing by. And I remember my parents saying, life goes really fast. When you get older, the older you get, the faster life moves. The years go by even faster. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. They do. They really do. And so people that are in their 30s, 40s thinking, I've got time, I'll wait, I'm going to go on vacation, or I'll invest next year, or I'll get started next year, or maybe I'll set up my automatic contribution to my IRA or whatever next time, or in a few months, which never happens. Before you know it, you will be in your 50s and you'll be like, OMG, I have no retirement. And yes, you can start in real estate. There's no better time to start than now because you're not getting any younger. Today's the youngest you will ever be. But would it have been better if you had started when you'd first thought about it without delaying and delaying? Because life goes by really fast. Tomorrow could be your last. Any of us could die tomorrow, knock on wood, right? What do we have for our families left? What do we have for our spouses? Are you leaving, if you both of you get in a car accident and die, are you leaving your kids with no income? Expecting grandparents or a relative to care for them. So there is no better time than to start on your everyday wealth builder journey today, no matter really what type of financial situation you are in. Just like when you are going to get married, especially girls, or actually more so the guys. Oh, I'm not ready to get married. I'm not ready to get married. I will get married when it's better. I will have a baby when it's the right time. It's not the right time to have a baby, honey. Guess what? It's never the right time for anything. There's always a reason why not. But you can get started building everyday wealth no matter where you are at financially. Doesn't mean you have to spend all your pennies and go buy a house tomorrow to rent out, but you can start investing in a Roth IRA. You can open a brokerage account. You can start contributing to a 401k. As much as people want to hate on 401ks, it is an automatic contribution that your employer possibly matches and you should be doing if you're not doing anything else. If you're not doing anything, why aren't you doing that? So get started on your journey. Make some goals. I'm reading this book now called The 12-Week Year. And basically it compresses, and I really like it while I'm listening to it on Audible in my car. So it's a good motivator. It compresses your entire year into 3 months. And basically it says, because you can drag out, if you have one task to do and you're given 8 hours, it'll take you 8 hours to do the task. Okay. But if you're given 2 hours, you're going to complete it in 2 hours. That's kind of the philosophy. And so you are to compress your year into 3 months and make that your mini year. And oh my gosh, watch the progress. Wow. So stop putting off investing and getting started. Compress that into 3 months and watch the progress that you will make, because it is really important to get started because tomorrow is not guaranteed.
No, Casey, you're amazing. Thank you for asking. Where can people find you?
People can find me on YouTube, Instagram, on my website, Brick by Brick Wealth.
Awesome. Thank you so much.